right, so this video is in regard to updating your firmware on your Ardupilot. So you want to do that before you finish the auto, or before you start the AutoTune Complete assignment. And this is just a quick video to show you how to do that. So in Mission Planner, once you connect it to your flight controller, you'll want to first save a backup. And we're going to do that by going to the Config tab and going over here to the full parameter list. Okay, over here on the right hand side we have the Save to File button. So you see right now this flight control happens to be on Ardupilot, but it doesn't matter. Ardupilot to Ardupilot will be the same. We'll save to file these parameters and we'll note what version of the firmware they're on, 4.3.5. So I might save these here as a Ardupilot 4.3.5, and we can say params. Okay, we'll save that. Make sure we're still recording. Okay, good. We'll verify that that's saved. Go to our downloads. There they are. So that's saved. So that if we have a problem with the update, we can go back to this version of firmware and reinstall or reconfigure these parameters, and we'll be in good shape. So if we go back to Mission Planner now, we can go to the Setup tab. We'll go to Install Firmware. It says you cannot load new firmware connected via Mavlink. What that means is you have to be disconnected to Mission Planner in order to install the firmware. So we'll say disconnect. Okay. So this is for a Ardupilot. I'm going to use Ardupilot, but you would use Arducopter, of course, the latest version, whatever it is at the time of watching this video. For me, it's 4.4. I'm going to go ahead and hit plane 4.4. It's going to say, do you want to upload plane? I'll say yes. And then I need to select which version of my flight controller. Okay. You'll probably just stay on the version you already have, but if you needed to change versions of firmware, you could at this point. And so you select that, you'll leave this as the APJ. It's usually the only one that's available there, and you hit upload firmware. Okay, once that happens, you'll get some progress bars here that'll show you it's erasing the board. It may ask you to unplug and replug the board so it can recognize it, and then it will install the new firmware. When the green progress bar finishes, you'll see an upload complete text right here, and the aircraft will reboot, or the flight controller reboot typically. And you can then connect to it normally up here, and you should see Ardupilot, Ardupilot, whatever it is, 4.4.0 in my case would be up here on the header, as well as seeing it over here in the Messages tab of your flight controller when it boots up. So if I go all the way back down here, we see 4.3.5. Once it installed the new firmware, I'd see 4.4.0 right there, and that would be perfect. It should convert all your parameters for you, so you shouldn't have to reset up a bunch of stuff. But if you run into issues, that's why we saved that backup earlier. Okay, so once you verify that everything is working on your 4.4.0 or whatever new firmware you have, you can again save a backup of the new version of the firmware and save that in a safe spot for you. So that'll be a backup for your new updated version. All right, that should do it. So make sure you update your firmware before you start this assignment, so everyone's on the newest firmware, has all the latest and greatest bits there, and you should be in good shape. Thanks.